Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki Spiritual Healer. And I have a requested topic here from Lucretia Palmer from Ohio. And she wanted me to, talk about, you know, feeling something moving inside of her. She feels something moving in her shoulders, sometimes in one shoulder, then the other shoulder, on her back, or in her chest, or in her stomach. So, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is I thank you, for reaching out to me. This is a very common question that I get from, people. And I wanted you to understand that this is associated when someone has sent you blockages to your life. And this is also associated when someone close to you, a family member, has seen your light. And they did not want you to be, bigger than them. They did not want you to move beyond them. And they have sent blockages to your life. And it will many times manifest as something moving inside of you, or, blockages with your intestines, blockages, constipations, blockages with your money, blockages with your relationships, womb. You may have, problems dealing with many things in your life. You'll have problems with your husband, your love life. You'll have problems with your children. You'll have problems, with friends. So those are blockages that's been sent to your life because somebody did not want you to move forward in life. They did not want you to be bigger than them, whether it was a mother or someone in your family that's close to you. And more than likely, when you're having these kinds of blockages, there's a couple of things that will happen when a person has been dealing with, this kind of manipulation. And they will try to poison your feet, so to stop you from treading their ground, or they will try to feed you something if they're into that kind of a cult, when you're feeling things moving around in your body. If they have fed you something and poisoned your feet to stop you from moving in life, that means that will be accompanied, that moving in your body will be accompanied with a lot of sputum. You'll have, a lot of mucus coming up from your stomach, sometimes your chest, sometimes your sinuses. You will have problems with constipation very often, and that's one of the first things that I ask people when they're clients of mine. How often do you use the bathroom? If you're using the bathroom, you have a bowel movement every day, then that's great. But, when I asked this same question to Sister Palmer, then she told me that she used the bathroom once every 3 days. So, that's not a good thing. We want to use the bathroom, every day. So that's definitely lining up with someone has sent a blockage to your life. And you will need to, use... You can use over-the-counter. I like to use castor oil because it's the best thing that's going to get that, arrest that negative energy, that poison. If someone has fed you something, or if your feet have been poisoned and that negative energy has made it to your stomach. Castor oil is one of the best oils to use for constipation. So, you can also use the magnesium over the counter, and if you're going to use the over the counter magnesium, either liquid or the pills, then you want to also pray over some olive oil and coat your stomach with the olive oil, and then take that magnesium in order to cleanse that out. You can use prune juice in order to cleanse it out and get your system back working right. I recommend that once or twice, a month when you have that kind of blockage. And again, when you are accompanied, that kind of blockage, you'll have a lot of sputum, you'll have a lot of mucus, you'll have problems. And what we want to do is do a spiritual cleanse, an internal and external spiritual cleanse. And you can hit me in my description below. You can reach out to me so that we can figure out what will work best for you, what's been going on with you exactly, and I can send you the products that you need directly to your front door. And we'll do a session so that you'll know how to use these products in order to cleanse yourself. So, usually with a person that's having something move around in their body, then, I definitely will require at least one video chat so that, we can look at if the person, after doing this internal cleanse, has had a bowel movement that is yellow or blackish in tint, so that we know what kind of negative energy was moved off of you. So we always want to make sure that we're getting ourselves cleaned out, because you just never know, what somebody had intended or to have been trying to manipulate you, in your past. So we want to make sure that those kinds of negative energies, when we feel something moving in us, you can go to the doctor, but they're usually not going to find anything. And that's why you have to deal with that from a spiritual level. Before that negative entity that has been attached to you, starts to, try to feed, it's already a parasite. You don't know how long it's been there, before it tries to feed off of your health, off of your internal organs, and that means that's accompanied with, sugar, diabetes, cancer, or anything like that, because you just never know what was the intentions of the person that hired, this negative spirit. You don't know what the intentions of the person that wanted to stagnate you in life. You don't know if they wanted to stagnate your health. You don't know if they wanted to, stagnate your children or your money, your love life, your womb. You don't know, what's going on with this person. And, for you men, you need to be particularly be careful, because this will also work against your manhood. If your manhood has been under attack, and you feel these kinds of movements in your body, in your stomach, then it will definitely, attack your manhood, and you will need to address that in order to remove it internally. And please, you can reach out to me, and I will send you, the products for your sessions. I will send you the products for your one-on-one consultation to your front door. When you book this one-on-one consultation for me, and you book these sessions with me, then I'm going to tell you what you need, and I'm going to send it to your front door so that you can go ahead and start this process of cleansing yourself out, protecting yourself from the negative entity, and you can also identify the person in your life that has been setting up on you, attacking you in your life. So please go ahead and book your sessions with me, book your life coaching sessions with me, book your consultations with me, so we can go ahead and take care of these negative energies that someone has, tried to hijack your life and send and attach negative energy, parasitic energy to you. So, it goes, your energy, your money, or whatever they didn't want to see you with, it goes by a process of slow wastage. You won't have it. They have hijacked it. They're taking your good energy and giving you negative energy by a process of slow wastage. Your money is slow wastage. You're wasting your money, on things that you don't need. You know, you're going to the doctor and they can't find anything, but you know, you're wasting money. And this is ultimately what this person wants you to do when they send that kind of attachment inside your body, that you can feel it moving, you know, inside your body. So I hope that this has helped you. You can reach out to me in the description below. Again, book your sessions, book your consultations. I'll send those products, whether it's a life coaching session or consultation, I'll send it right to your front door, and we'll begin working on that, removing that negative energy out of your body as soon as you receive, you know, your products. So I hope that this has helped you. Leave a comment below. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.